Sue Wedsworth, your host, coach, and professor that founded WORTHResults to help people maximize their potential and achieve what they want out of life. Today we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. So put away all your distractions and focus on today's lesson because this podcast class is now in session. With a new year upon us, I thought I would do the common thing and talk about New Year's resolutions. But not only why we should do a New Year resolution, but more so why they're not a successful way to change your life for the better. That is usually why people try to do it every year. In fact, nearly 80% of New Year's resolutions fall short across the board, and a lot of them break down before January 19th. Why? Because people allow excuses to become more powerful than the resolution or goal that they want to achieve. You want to know the most common excuse for quitting your new goal? Lacking willpower, forgetting, and just being too lazy. Seriously? You just set a new goal 3 weeks ago, and forgetting and low willpower are the top of the list? So there must be a better way for you to have a better life. One of my favorite people is Walt Disney, and he said the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. So in order to get doing, let's focus on what you need to do to unlock the potential that you want. And there are 10 things that you can do to make a more significant change and not do this each and every year. So the first step in changing your life with respect to a resolution is to mentally prepare for the change. Just because the date has changed doesn't mean you're ready for the change. So you need to get mentally prepared. What do you do in order to do that? Well, think about what you did the year before. What were the areas where you made progress towards your goal, and where didn't you see progress? Understand those items and make a commitment to move forward better prepared than you did before. Number 2, set a goal or resolution, but I like to prefer talking about a goal that motivates and excites you. Don't just pick something that you should do, like I want to lose weight or I want to eat better, etc. Both of those things are great and certainly great for you, but they're a bit ordinary. As I mentioned in my first episode lesson on goals, pick something that aligns with your dreams, your aspirations, or even just your priorities. Those will excite you and keep you wanting to fulfill them. Number 3, pick one resolution or goal over several. Eating right, exercising, well, they're great goals, but there's 2 goals, and you can't focus on more than one thing effectively at a time. Think of an example that is very common, distracted driving. You can't focus on your phone and drive at the same time. A lot of people do it. Some of them don't do it successfully. You can only focus on one successfully at a time. It's the same with any goal. You need to put all your energy and effort into that one resolution for it to work. And to help you focus, use Post-it notes or put what you want to achieve on them and place them around the house. Put them in key areas to provide constant motivation, and it'll keep your focus on your goal, and it'll keep it sharp and top of mind. Number 4, in order to improve success, be specific about what you want to accomplish. When you take any business course, you will be told how to choose SMART, S-M-A-R-T goals. That stands for be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So, as you have your dream and aspirational goal, pick something attached to it that is specific to focus on. If you want to lose weight, instead of just saying, I want to lose weight, be specific. You want to lose 2 pounds every week for the next 3 months. Now that is a SMART goal. And with that, number 5 is break up your big goal into smaller goals. With smaller goals comes smaller wins. With smaller wins provides further success and motivation. Desmond Tutu's famous quote, "How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time." So choose those smaller goals that you can focus on, and that will move you into a better positive direction. Number 6, make sure you write the goals down. 2 reasons to write the goal down. When we write something, it focuses our thoughts and it generates thinking on what it is that we're writing. When we focus our thoughts on what we are thinking about, what we write moves into our memory and into our subconscious. That is a scientific fact. When people write something down over and over again, it moves into your memory. So write it down so it becomes part of you. Second, it also means out of sight, out of mind. If you don't write it, you'll lose the incentive you're giving yourself to keep going. And as I mentioned earlier, if you write these things down on Post-it notes and post them around your house, that will also keep you motivated and keep you writing. Number 7, share your resolution with others. Find others with similar goals and similar views and meet regularly. You can talk about any wins you had and, yes, any setbacks you had. It will help you stay on track, and they can also help you with accountability, just like you can also help them too. This will keep things moving in a proper direction and keep you on course. Number 8, you can use automation to help out where possible. Set up a goal and do some to-do reminders when you can on your phone or on your computer, and move your resolution in the right direction. Some great ones involve Google Calendar, Trello, Microsoft To Do, and there's lots more. So for those that like automation and are a little bit addicted to your phone, use those apps and calendar reminders to keep yourself on track. It's also a good reminder to remember what your goal is on an often basis. And with that comes number 9. Review your resolution or goal regularly. Touch base with it, because if you're not thinking about it, you're not going to follow through on it. Take pride in your progress and let it motivate you. And like we said with number 8, set reminders on your phone to think about your resolution. If you don't think about it often, you're not going to follow through. Again, it's going to help motivate you along the way. And lastly, number 10. If you fall off track, get back on track quickly. A moment of weakness is meaningless in the grand scheme of things. Setbacks can happen, but as long as they're handled correctively and positively without guilt, they're not going to impact your bigger goal. So for those of you that have that goal to lose weight, a couple of pounds each week, yeah, you have a hamburger. Don't guilt yourself out about it. Enjoy it and then get back on track. So there you are, 10 ways to make this a successful goal for you instead of just a resolution that you drop within 3 weeks just to say, hey, I had a resolution too. That's it for today. Thanks so much for listening. I know there are a lot of choices out there, and I'm so happy you spent time with me today. If you like what you hear, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a lesson. If you want to talk about your own story or have a specific question to be answered, head over to WORTHResults.com and connect with me. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time.